I was about to leave my brother's restaurant. The female manager stopped me. "Miss, excuse me, but you haven't paid your bill." I looked at the unfamiliar face and thought that she was probably new and didn't recognize me, so I explained politely, "Just put it on the owner's tab." "He knows me." The manager shot me a disdainful look. "Miss, this is a Michelin 3-star restaurant. We don't let just anyone run up a tab." She handed me a printed bill. I glanced at it. $50,000 for one meal, $3,000 for tableware maintenance, $5,000 for exclusive air purification, $10,000 for a VIP mood calming service fee, and a bunch of other ridiculous charges. I didn't even know my brother's place was such a scam. I couldn't help but laugh in disbelief. "I'm the owner's sister. If there's a problem, tell him to talk to me at home." But she just wouldn't drop it. "If you can't afford it, stop acting like you can. And don't act like you know Mr. Dennis either." I fired off a quick text to my secretary. "Tell my brother to either fire this manager or I'm pulling my investment." "Miss, stop wasting everyone's time and just pay your bill." The manager's tone was sharp and condescending, as if she were already sure I was trying to score a free meal. A few curious glances came from the people around us. I frowned, not wanting to waste my time on something this ridiculous. I took out my phone to call my younger brother, Dennis White. All I got was a busy signal. I tried again, but still nothing. It was a work day. What could that brat possibly be doing? I put my phone away and looked at the pushy woman right in the eye as I repeated myself, word for word. I'll say it one more time. "My name is Teresa White. I'm Dennis's older sister. If you can't reach him, just check his account. My photo and information are all linked to his card." I thought that was the most direct and effective way to settle things. However, upon hearing my name, the manager didn't even bother to check. Instead, she burst into a loud laugh, drawing even more attention our way. She leaned in suddenly, lowering her voice so that only the two of us could hear. "Still playing pretend? I've seen your face on my hubby Dennis's social media. You're just a shameless witch sneaking around with my man. And now you have the nerve to show up here and try to put your meal on his tab? How thick-skinned are you?" For a moment, I was stunned. I glanced at her name tag, Jessica Thompson. I could only feel speechless at all of this. So, this was Dennis's so-called secret girlfriend, the one he wouldn't even show me a photo of. How could Dennis have such terrible taste? I see. This outrageous $50,000 bill wasn't some kind of misunderstanding. It was a setup, planned all along just to humiliate me. Before I could say another word, she had lost her patience. "If this lady wants to dine and dash, we'll just have to detain her and wait for the police." She waved her hand, and two brawny security guards who had been waiting nearby immediately stepped forward. One clamped a hand tightly over my mouth, while the other twisted my arms behind my back like I was a criminal. I struggled, but it was hopeless due to the difference in strength. Ignoring my furious glare and the shocked looks from the other guests, they dragged me roughly toward the kitchen. They then dumped me into a storage room that reeked of disinfectants and leftover food. The door slammed shut, cutting me off from all light and sound outside. In the darkness, the manager Jessica didn't say a word. She simply lifted her foot that was clad in a high heel and kicked me hard in the stomach. The pain was so intense that I curled up on the floor, my stomach churning. "Spending my man's money, huh? Trying to seduce him?" She screamed, her voice tinted by jealousy and rage. Standing over me, she ordered the two guards and said, "Beat her up and don't hold back." The two security guards were clearly on her side. Without the slightest hesitation, they started to punch and kick me. I clenched my teeth, keeping inside every cry and groan. It felt like my bones were breaking and my innards were scrambling. Jessica kept screaming, "Who do you think you are? You're nothing but a leech. I told you I'm his sister. If you don't believe me, ask Dennis yourself. Call him right now and I'll speak to him." I tried to explain, but she didn't care at all. She only raised her hand and stopped the assault when I grew dizzy and everything started spinning. She pressed the heel of her high heel onto my shoulder, smiling down at me. "You'd better pay for your meal today and cough up another $50,000. This is what you get for going after my man and spending his money. I'm not afraid of anything worse happening. Dennis will handle it for me." I managed to protest weakly, even as I was curled up and barely able to breathe from the pain. "That's my own money. I told you."